This video right here is gonna be more for me than for or anything. Um, this one's gonna be kind of like I might start a series called Letters to Myself. Yeah, I like that idea actually. Yeah, this video is gonna be more so for me than anything. It's just gonna be kind of be like logging my thoughts, uh, talking about some things I've been thinking about recently. One of them being, are you leaving room for question in your work? Am I? How can I make it obvious? In a sense of like, how do I essentially make it so obvious that I can't be turned around? That it's so obvious that I'm pouring my intention and my thoughts into something and my whole energy into this thing that I'm working on, and how can I increase my intent to match my goals? And it's just a matter of, are you leaving room for question? I don't know. I think that means, if you want something and you're not getting it, I think it's a matter of, are you leaving it all out on the floor? Are you putting it all out on the table, and are you really doing your best? Earlier, I had a conversation about this concept of like what? This concept of, if you really want something, you're gonna find a way to get it, and it's gonna find its way to you as long as you pour enough intention into that thing. And recently, I've been thinking to myself about the progress I've made in videography and things of that nature, and even like in self-discovery. And I think to myself, would I have made those discoveries, or even had half or even a quarter of the success or findings I've come across while while just doing this thing? And how can I make it so much more obvious that I have no choice but to reap more benefits than what I'm getting right now? And that's just a matter of increasing my intention. I just got to do more. I just have to set aside more time, dedicate myself, apply myself on a more full level towards the things that I claim I'm passionate about or I'm interested in. This being one of them. I recently, I've been planning to record this video for a while, but here I am at what? Dang near 4 a.m. recording a video, because I kept putting it off. It's just, this video was supposed to be recorded way earlier in the day, but I was like, nah, I'll do it tonight. I have this other idea, I'll probably do this color, like backdrop and whatnot. I'll do this video tonight, before I go to sleep. And then 10 o'clock hits, 11 o'clock hits, 12 o'clock hits, and still nothing. 1 o'clock hits and I'm watching TV. 2 o'clock hits and I'm playing video games. And it's like, how did I go from telling myself that I was going to do this originally in the morning, well, more so in the afternoon, and now all of a sudden it's 3 a.m., 4 a.m., well, 3 a.m. by the time I started setting things up, and I still have nothing to show. I'm not making it obvious enough to myself. I'm not leaving it all on the floor. I can't expect to reap benefits, or even not even reap benefits. And when I say reap benefits, I don't mean societal materialistic things. I mean more so for even down to self-discovery. How do I expect to really figure out who I am if I won't even set aside the time to do the digging? set aside the time to dust off that dirt, figure out what's under there for real. And I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that's something I gotta do a much better job of, is making like, and I keep saying this word because I can't really think of a better way to say this, but just making it so obvious that like that even the average person could probably see me, and I hope my passions reek off of me, because I want to be able to say that I live, sleep, eat, and breathe my passions and the things that I aspire to do. Because at the end of the day, I do hate stagnation, and I do hate stagnation more than probably the feeling of dread I get before making a video. Like, not even dread making it, more so just, I don't know, I can't even explain that, but making it, for example, recording this right now, I can feel weight getting lifted off my shoulders. It's a whole different thing than what my brain makes it out to be beforehand. And I don't know, intention, being sure that you leave no room for question. If someone could come to you and say to you, if you're not getting the things you want, and someone could come to you and be like, well, you could be doing this instead, you're just not doing enough. And this is not to say there's nothing wrong with not doing stuff when that's what you desire, but you can't say you want to accomplish this goal and make it seem like, and speak that out there to everyone and say, oh, I want to accomplish this, I want to accomplish that, but then make 0 steps towards it. That's crazy. You have to, if you really want what you want, you have to make sure nobody can come and question you and be like, are you really doing enough? You have to check off all the boxes for real. And yeah, that's something I'm learning, is things come to you when you work for them, but you have to work for them. Like, just putting aside 10 minutes is not enough. You gotta actually like dedicate yourself, apply, and during those times of dedication, during those time periods, that time blocking that you put aside, the time during those periods of time you put aside for these things, you got to make sure during these periods of time it's like on point, flow state, dead serious, no distractions, just you and this thing. And yeah, I mean, like I said, this is more so just like a me and my thoughts type of thing, and kind of more so like a letter to myself, like something to look back on, whenever I forget just how much I love to speak, or how much I love this whole, videography and self-discovery thing, and how fortunate I am and how blessed I am to be able to have this opportunity, where when I could have easily been anywhere else in the world, completely less fortunate to, or even a different time period where, let's say, YouTube didn't exist, or video cameras didn't exist, or lights that can shine pretty colors behind me didn't exist. And that's a whole different conversation, but I'm just overall grateful for everything, and I'm also grateful for the opportunity to showcase my ability, my skills, who I am, and get better and grow. That is something that is so, like, I feel like I sleep on so heavily. I don't realize just how much it means to just be able to express yourself. Shoot, if I grew up maybe even one generation before this current generation of my family that I live in right now, who, like, I could have been stifled to hell. I don't even know. And that's just like a blessing within itself. So I gotta make sure with this opportunity and with these, advantages I have, that I'm making sure there's no question that I'm working, that I'm aspiring to do greater, and I'm aspiring to be a greater version of myself at the end of the day. So yeah, I just wanted to come here and talk about that. It's gonna, if I sound tired, it's because I am tired. But I was like, no, I'm not going to sleep before. I'm not going to sleep until I record this video. I told myself I was going to do it. I'm not going to sleep. I was supposed to record it yesterday. It's 4 a.m. the next day. I can't let myself go to sleep. So yeah, intention. Leave it all on the floor. Make sure there's no room for questioning whether or not you put your heart into the things that you say you want to do. Now, don't say you want to do something and just be like, oh, whatever. No. You say you want to do it. And it's okay to not do anything, but if you're trying to dedicate yourself, do it. You trust you have time, trust you have energy, trust you just have to set it aside. If you really want something, you're gonna get it. And you're gonna go get it. So yeah. I don't have no idea how long this video is. My sense of time is so so I don't even know. I can't even find the words, but yeah, I just wanted to end that there. You know, thank you for listening, I guess, if anyone tuned in. But like I said, this was really just a creative to be a reminder of myself. So, but thank you.